Today, I'm going to show you something a little bit different. I'm not going to be making a pizza. I'm not going to be making anything food related at all. But instead, I'm actually going to show you how to build and set up your Ooni modular table. Ooni sell two versions, and this is the medium. They also do it large. The setup in the medium compared with the large are exactly the same. So what you see in this video, you will be able to replicate with the large table as well. This table itself is just under 25 kilograms, but for more information about this table and the large table, you can find that out over at Ooni.com. So let's get this opened. When you're unboxing this, you need to make sure the printed side of the box is this way up. These are what will form the shelves for the bottom and the middle shelf. And this is well on the shelves, the frames. You've got your instructions and you have your fixing kit. And another shelf frame, and these are your uprights or the legs of the table. In this little box are the casters, two of which will have locks on them. And lastly, we have top frame and the stainless steel top. So when positioning the frames, there are actually 4 positions that you can have them on. Well, in this video, I'm actually going to put a shelf right at the bottom, and I'm probably going to go for another one, maybe about the 3rd hole up. You can really set this whichever way that you want. Okay, so we're going to start to attach the legs onto the shelf frame. You'll know which is the bottom and the middle shelf frame. They'll have a corner missing from it. That's where the uprights will attach to. An important thing just to bear in mind is that on the uprights, you will find 2 kind of brass looking screw holes. That's where the corner brackets are going to attach to. You need to ensure that they are facing inwards. When attaching them, you can use the supplied Allen key, but I'm just going to speed this up by using a little electric screwdriver. Okay, so now on to the next. Okay, the bottom frame. And now we're going to just flip this over, and we're going to install the next 2 uprights. Okay, so they're the uprights now fixed in place. I'm now going to put the top shelf on. So again, as I mentioned before, you've got these brass screw holes. They need to be facing inwards, and that's what's going to help to secure the whole table itself. But we're going to attach the top frame, and then we're now using the shorter bolts to attach the top frame. Now that the top frame is in place, we're now going to attach the corner brackets. We're going to attach it first of all to the uprights and then secure it from the top frame. You just need to ensure that when attaching the brackets that the flat side is flush with the rest of the frame. You don't want it to look like that. Another key thing just to look out for as well, that the 2 holes which have got the slight indentations, they need to be facing upwards because these are threaded, and that's what the bolts from the top are going to secure onto. So there's no nuts required for this. Don't do it too tight at the side. We want a bit of slack because when we then attach it from the top, we're going to tighten that all the way. Okay, so that's the majority of the frame has now been built. We're now going to flip this around and attach the wheel casters to the bottom. At the front of the table, I'm going to have both of the casters with the locks on them right at the front. Best way I find is just spin that round, and then when it's tighten off with your fingers, get the supplied little spanner and then just tighten that. That's not going anywhere. Okay, so now it's to attach the accessory hook. You can, depending on which way you need to access things, but this can go either at the very front or at the side. There's a self-tightening nut that comes with that. There's a little bit of a raised side. That's going to be the top. There we go. Okay, so then putting the shelves in. What you want is the bars that are running diagonally across there on top. The final piece is the stainless steel top, which just fits on top And there we have it. Ooni modular table. And you can lock the casters down at the bottom, and that's not going to go anywhere.